Hey, what's up guys? Your old pal Jimbo here. Happy holidays to everyone. Hanukkah, Christmas, you know, whatever it is that you may celebrate, even if you don't celebrate any of those things, just a happy holidays in general from your pal here at Jimbo on Retro Game Lounge. It seems that I've accidentally kind of started a tradition here on my channel that I didn't even notice until I bothered to look through my videos recently, and I noticed that each year I'd actually done an update to the tour of the Retro Game Lounge, you know, because I'm constantly trying to improve this thing, make modifications to it, adding things to it, moving things, organizing. I'm always doing something in this room. So I've done a lot of really crazy stuff with it recently, and I thought since you all had a lot of questions about it, like, where did you get this? What do you do with that? I thought instead of just going through those comments and answering them one at a time, I would just answer them with one big video. So without further ado guys, we're going to call this Retro Game Lounge version 3.0. Here we go. Hey, what's up guys? Hey! So my buddies Tommy, Tony, and of course the almighty Chuck sitting here chilling. What are you guys playing, man?
Some Lolo.
Some Lolo?
That's right.
Nice!
What you know about that Lolo, son?
The first Adventures of Lolo game, part of a trilogy for the NES. Awesome stuff, guys. Cool.
I don't know how you just did that.
I don't either. I don't know how I did that.
So they're just hanging out here on the retro couch, playing the NES.
Oh!
That's cool. A lot of you had asked actually how I set up my consoles, and I thought that I would show you. This is actually something that any of you can do. Just a little trip to Walmart and 35 bucks will solve this problem for you. It's basically just a cube setup, and these things are modular actually, so you can add and subtract things the way that you want them. And I pretty much got every retro console there is right here stacked up and ready to be hooked up. Of course we got the NES, this is kind of the Nintendo column. The NES, the Super NES, the N64 and the GameCube. Then we got on top the big bad voodoo daddy here, the Genesis with the 32X and the CD. Then we got the Genesis, the Saturn, and the Dreamcast down there. And of course, I saved a special spot for my two sweethearts here, the TurboGrafx 16 and the Turbo Duo. Then we just got a little cabinet here with some extra controllers and things like that. So for any of you who are wondering, just a little trip to Walmart, not much money, and you can literally have something that holds all of your consoles. It's really cool, really easy. So I'll give you guys a quick pan around. If you compare it to the last time that I showed you guys, this was quite a bit different actually. Things have changed a little bit. So let me give you a tour of the room. So I guess we can start out over here. We got my Konami Multicade, which we've modified slightly. The retro fridge is still down there guys. It actually fits perfectly in there. We had to move the Killian sign up there. Up here we've got my collection of Masters of the Universe figures, which is super cool. Love collecting these. My buddy Matt is also a fan of these. He's actually offered to send me some, and I hope I get them someday, which would be awesome. I even have this one, Skeletor vs. Molar, which is taken from you fans of Robot Chicken. Super cool. So we got some signs on the wall. We got my video game sign, game room, arcade. See my little Rosie's Diner thing over there. See, we got Nintendo over there, all kinds of stuff. Well, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Okay, so a lot of you had asked about this. Guys, this is my original OEM Nintendo accessory cabinet that I was lucky enough to find on an ad on Craigslist. Believe it or not, I got this for $150 from a nice lady who had a couple... Oh, I'm getting some hate over there, aren't I? From a lady who was nice enough to, she had two of them, and she was moving, and she was letting one of them go, and I didn't even try and haggle her on the price. I just gave her asking price because I know what these things are worth. So I took it upon myself to basically fill it with all of my accessories. Any of you fans of our Retro Game Haul know that I absolutely love collecting these things. It's probably my favorite video game thing to collect for. So it's pretty full at the moment. We got NES on this side basically, then over here we got Super NES, N64 and GameCube accessories, so I've tried to organize it as best I can. The lighting kit that you see in there actually is something I installed myself. It wasn't originally lit up. It was really easy to do, just a couple of LED strips on the top and it's hooked up to the remote, so it's really easy. Then on top I got some extras. Let's see, we got Virtual Boy box, the Wii Blue, the Wii Red 25th anniversary. Got a black Wii, the Wii Mini, the Power Set. Let's see, we got GameCube back there, the Mario 25th, scribble knots. Here we got all kinds of stuff on top, just kind of the overflow of the stuff that wouldn't fit in the cabinet. And not to be forgetting my two little Nintendo TV carts. There's one with the Stuntmaster sitting on top in the lunchbox. Then we got the other one sitting over here. The third one I'll show you in a minute. It's on the other side of the room. But I'm sure you guys want to see the collection. A lot of you have asked me to do a collection video just to show you, you know, pieces of my collection, like the NES collection, Super Nintendo, etc., etc. So I thought I'd just give you like a quick glimpse of it. Okay, so I'm sure you probably are having trouble seeing that as that's really bright, but that is my original Nintendo 64 sign that I rescued and got before these things went through the goddamn roof in price, because they're $300+ right now.
Okay.
So on top, we got my Complete in Box N64 and my Complete in Box SNES control set. Good stuff. So that's kind of this is kind of the N64 Super Nintendo collection cabinet. So I'll give you guys a quick pan through here of the games.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I got my little Mario and Bowser figure over there. So that's Super Nintendo. And down to N64 here. You added credits already?
No.
Okay. And we got some Game Boy Complete in Box. Right there we got my S-Bomb controller, the official Bomberman controller. Got a boxed N64 controller as a gift from my friend Tony. Got the gold N64 controller. We got some overflow boxed NES games there. Got some Game Boy games right there. Oh, and these trays are actually something I wanted to show you guys. This is from a friend of mine, a vendor on eBay called Digital Stylistics, who puts out these trays, and they're great for collecting Game Boy Advance games, Game Boy Color and whatnot. They're great for displaying your stuff like this. You can cut them to size, etc., as you can see like I have, to fit on the shelf there, so it's no big deal.
Why weren't you working?
Okay, then we'll go over here into the corner. We got this, I guess I've dubbed this the TurboGrafx cabinet, because we got my TurboGrafx there, which is complete. And then my collection of TurboGrafx games, which is growing, slow but sure. Almost halfway through the US collection. So that's cool stuff, and we got plenty of space to grow there. And we got my power strip with way too much stuff hooked up to it. And this is basically the more modern cabinet, I guess. You know, Xbox 360, Wii, GameCube, original Xbox. Yeah, I've got so many of that stuff now. I just thought I would dedicate an entire cabinet to it. So we got my Aliens Colonial Marines Complete in the Box. Got that at Best Buy for $10. Of course, we got Master Chief over here, the Halo 2 box set. COD Black Ops 2. Let's see, the King of Soundtracks, the Bioshock 2 with the big vinyl record in there. My Splatterhouse statue, gotta have that. And then we got, we got a couple rows of Xbox 360 here, a couple Xbox One games on the end. My collection of Xbox games. Got some Wii games, got some GameCube games. Got the Interactor down there. Let's see, what is that? Pump It Up for Xbox. Just a few things that really didn't fit in the accessory cabinet. And then, are you guys having fun over there?
I'm trying to figure this damn thing out.
Right. And then we got my buddy Tommy over here, who the Icy One on YouTube. In case you haven't checked him out, please go do that. He's playing the Konami Aliens cabinet. And is this your first time playing this?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. He's been itching to play this, so when we got together to shoot this video, he quickly called dibs on doing that. So, have fun, pal. Enjoy yourself. All right, gentlemen. I know this is bad form, but I'm gonna have to cut in front of you here.
Fair enough. Be fair.
Sorry. Okay, so this is over to the NES and Sega side of the room. Got my Nintendo sign up there, my old school one. Oh, I forgot to show you guys this. If you look across the top of the curtain rod, you'll see my collection of big box up there, starting with, let's see, we got Super Bomberman, the party set complete over there. God, has that gone up in price lately. Mario Paint big box, Super Game Boy big box, Virtual Cop big box, Time Crisis 2 big box, Chuck. And Tony. Both fans of GunCon, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Tony's in pain over there.
Don't tell him I have more than that.
We got my Sega Genesis team player, the Mega Mouse, a brand new VMU for the Dreamcast, just all kinds of cool stuff. So, onto the NES cabinet. So up here we got my Complete in Box action set. the complete box control deck with the Nintendo Player's Guide in there, the limited edition. And we got my collection of NES games. You can see Lolo's missing since they're playing it over there. Let's see, we'll start out here with Black Box, if I can get my camera to focus. There we go, come on camera. Let's back it out there. There we go. So you got Black Box, and the first row is basically all Nintendo. See the Zelda games. And you go in through here, and it's almost entirely Zelda on the first row, and then I've got them semi-organized by developer and style of game. You know, I try to keep the trilogies and sequels and whatnot together. Got all the Konami games together, so Castlevania, Jackal, Turtles, Contra, all those are together. All the SNK games are together. You know, I'm just kind of piecing these together here and there. I've got basically almost all of the common games at this point. I don't have an exact count of my total NES games, guys. I'd have to give you a guess. It's somewhere in the 250 something range total. So I'm nowhere near close to the end. You know, it's not even like a third of the way there. So then on the box, bottom you got my complete in box games. You can see all the black box titles there. The Adventure Island, I got 2 out of the 3. All my Hudson games. Bomberman, Starship Hector, Mandel Palace, Star Soldier, Diner Ricky, My Own Secret Castle, all those. Love my Hudson Soft.
Oh!
No.
You guys having fun over there?
I'm trying to.
This game's a little frustrating.
Lolo, that little bastard. So there's the rest of my NES.
Oh, so close.
And then onto my Sega cabinet, basically Sega Genesis here at the top. I have one of each of all 3 of the Sega Genesis consoles, each generation. There's the first one up there in the big box, we'll call it the Altered Beast box. Then onto the Sonic era, the 2nd gen. Then we got the 3rd gen, which is by far my nicest Sega box. Got that for 50 bucks. Can't beat that.
Nice.
32X.
What?
Well, I'm sorry?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. I'll mind my own business over here.
No, you did not get lucky with 32X. That's you've been cursed.
It was $17.
No, you were cursed.
I think I did okay with that. I think it was a good deal.
$17?
17 bucks.
No, that's a good deal.
That's a good deal. So yeah, I know it sucks. So 32X complete in box, even though it sucks. I have a complete collection of the Sega Cd 32X games. I have all 5 originally, including Night Trap. I have both versions of Night Trap. Is that you or me? I hate it when that happens. Guys, we have the same ring. Then we got my Sega CD games. I got my 2 cleaning kits. My Sega Saturn collection. I don't have too many of those. That's still work in progress. Some Dreamcast, some Genesis. Down here we got some PlayStation. I kind of cannibalized this to do PlayStation, PlayStation 2. Got my Dreamcast box over there. My Dreamcast fishing controller new in the box. All kinds of stuff. We got some overflow boxes over here. My Zelda Wind Waker, my Wii U, which is downstairs on the big TV box. My Saturn box. Super Nintendo Super System. My weird freaky blue PS1. My PS2 box that I got for $5, Tommy. That he was really angry about. Let's see, the Wii Fit box. My new video game organizer back there. This is just kind of the overflow. You know, the place that I didn't really have a place for this to go anywhere. My collection of old school VHS tapes. You can see all my Game Players game tapes. A few other extras down there. Of course, my Donkey Kong poster, you gotta see that. Oh, and of course, I just put this up today. This was actually the tournament where Tommy and Tony and Chuck and I met. I mean, I knew Chuck before that, but the 4 of us, that was actually the last time that the 4 of us were all in the same space, other than right now. So, you know, the last time we were in the same space, guys, something really awesome happened. So, I'm hoping something equally awesome happens tonight. I guess we'll see, won't we? So it was kind of cool, you know, that they put Chuck and I on the poster here, you know, up against Jake and the East Starland employees. And we kicked their ass. So,
we did.
Yeah, we did. We stomped ass that night. Yeah. We love Jake and we love those guys, but yeah, we're dying for a rematch. I want a rematch. I don't know about you guys. Damn. Yeah, we want to see the rematch.
I'm just talking shit, sorry guys.
Yes, he's talking shit. like Chuck is known to do.
This is what I do.
So I'm going to back up here. I'm going to give you guys one last pan around the room. You can see my gas pump over there with all my signs and stuff. So this is pretty much the new and improved retro game lounge.
I didn't know.
You know, it's cozy. Got a lot more room in here since we took the arcade machines out. All right, guys. I'm going to utilize a little special retro gaming magic here. I'm going to say the magic words, and I think something awesome is going to happen.
I think
okay.
So.
All right, here we go. Okay, let me warm up the magic hand here. Wow, that looked a lot less risque in my head. Okay. All right, here we go. Magic words. Like a good gamer, Retro Game Lounge is there to the arcade.
Dude. Lolo!
Tell me that wasn't awesome. Alright, so we're down here basically, guys. Yeah, I guess you got some more shit to play. Okay, so we're down here on the ground floor here in the living room, which I've made basically like floor 2 of the Retro Game Lounge. This is where the arcade is. Guys, feel free to help yourselves. If you want to play some games or whatnot, take your pick. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started here. I'll start with the cabinet that nobody's molesting at the moment. This is my Kid Nicky cabinet. You guys have seen this previously. He's just kind of the lonesome dove over here in the corner. Not much to see on the screen because it's set up for free play, but it's my cat's favorite hangout right there. Got a Marvin Conan hanging out on top. Then this is something I've been wanting to show you guys for a while. This is my Rock Band 2 official kiosk. These were actually only used in Old Navy on Black Friday a few years ago when Rock Band came out, or Rock Band 2 came out rather. It is a complete Rock Band setup with drums, mic, guitars. My buddy Tommy, who freaking destroys on this game, is rocking some Judas Priest right now. And it's really cool to have one of these. This is not plastic, guys. This is freaking welded steel. I mean, this thing is easily as heavy as one of my arcade cabinets. And it's got little slots so you can hold Xbox 360 games and all that cool shit, which is super cool. Real quick, here's my TV setup. This is my 60-inch Vizio. Got the modern consoles down there. Xbox 360, Wii U, Xbox One, original Xbox, so we can rock the old school stuff. Let's see, we got my Ninja Turtles arcade cabinet over here. Super cool. This one's definitely popular with you guys. A lot of guys gave me props for having this one. It's definitely one of the arcade machines to have. If you're from my generation, this was pretty much the arcade game, period. And we go over here to Tony, who's enjoying some Golden Axe, Part 2, The Revenge of Death Adder. 4-player. This cabinet's actually been restored. It was done so by the previous owner. So you can see the decal on the side here is just like freaking amazing. I always like Part 2 better than Part 1. You know, I mean, dude, you've got an ogre, you know, with a freaking dwarf on his back. I mean, it's just way cooler than the first one. Tony looks like he's having a good time. You having a good time, buddy?
Oh, definitely.
Awesome, man.
It's the very first NES game I got.
Right on, bro. Then we got my RoboCop cabinet, which is a little sickly right now. The monitor just needs some tweaking, but I got it for like $100. So, you know, you can't really beat that. We just got to finagle with it and get this buddy working. But other than that, it's in pretty good shape. I'm glad to have it. And over here we got my 2 Tato games. This one you've seen before, Operation Wolf. Fully functioning gun with feedback. It's so cool how they see if I can set up so you can see the screen here. How they set the draw distance to make it look like it's like very far away to give you the illusion of distance. But you're really just looking at a mirror because the screen is actually down there. So just an optical illusion, but super cool. Very happy to have this one. And my latest arcade machine, which Chuck is playing and having a really good time at apparently.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Special Criminal Investigation, which I got in a trade actually. I traded my X-Men cabinet to my buddy Randy, who restores and repurposes these old machines. He doesn't maim the thing, guys, don't worry. I made him promise that he wasn't going to maim the X-Men cabinet. He was just going to fix it up and get it restored because it needed some love, you know, a lot more love than I could give it, and I just needed some space. And you know, it's been on my radar to have a driving game forever, and he had this in his inventory, and this is a driver and a shooter. You can see the joystick is the gear shift over there. It's also your gun, turbo boost, and everything. This is a really fun game. What do you think, Chuck?
Oh, this is great. This is great. I'm enjoying the hell out of it.
Are you?
Oh yeah.
You're shooting up bad guys?
Shooting up bad guys, pit maneuvering, you know.
Why do the bad guys always drive Porsches?
Yeah, you know what's funny? I've been knocking like dudes out of the Porsche. It's like a damn clown car. But I've knocked at least 10 dudes out of this damn car.
Damn. Fitting 10 guys in a Porsche, I think you should let them get away just for accomplishing that. That's amazing.
Agreed.
So I'll back up here so you guys can see everything.
Missed the last 2 keys.
You missed the last 2 keys? So you got the Rock Band cabinet. Let's see, we got the Turtles cabinet over there. Golden Axe, RoboCop, Special Criminal Investigation, Operation Wolf, and not forgetting Kid Nicky over here in the corner. There's my gaming chair so I can rock it on the big screen. And I guess that about does it. So that about wraps it up, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by and checking out this tour of the newly revamped Retro Game Lounge version 3.0. I want to thank very much my very best friends who are right here in this room with me. These guys absolutely mean the world to me. And guys, seriously, this is the only time all 4 of us have been on camera at the same time. Getting this together was like pulling teeth. I mean, trying to coordinate this many schedules was... You think it'd be easy, but it's not. No, it's not. Tony is back here actually visiting from California. You know, I mean, we've all got different stuff going on. It was just freaking insane, but I'm very glad that everyone's here. 2015 is going to be a banner year. Chuck, why don't you tell everyone what we're going to do?
We got a lot of new stuff coming out for you, a lot of new content. Stay tuned. You know, just keep watching.
Yes, Retro Game Lounge is going to be way bigger, way better in 2015. We've got a lot of ideas and a lot of things that we want to show you guys. So for that small few of you who actually view us and support us and everything like that, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. It means the world to us to actually get to communicate with you guys. And I literally get to do what I would do anyway, hanging out with my buddies here, and I just get to do it on camera in front of you guys, you know, and the fact that any of you actually give a shit is just amazing. So everyone, thank you so much again. Happy holidays, Happy New Year, and we here from Team Retro Game Lounge, we will see you in 2015. There we go.
Fucking amazing! Incredible!
This is awesome.
Oh my god!